Meeting to order, the Broadview Westchester Joint Water Agency for the Board of Directors regular meeting, Thursday, June 22nd, it's 5 p.m. We're in the municipal building of the Broadview Village Hall Council Chambers. Can we get a roll call?
Mayor Rebo.
Present.
Mr. Marzano.
Present.
Ms. Rosbeck.
Present.
Ms. Jones.
Present.
Item 2, Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance.
Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item number 3, public comments. Don't see anybody from the public. Item 4, presentation of the minutes of May 31st, 2023, special board meeting. Item B, monthly financial report for June 2023. I believe
Yes.
everybody's had an opportunity. Yes.
Could I have my name corrected?
Yes,
It's Rossbach.
of course, I apologize. B-A-C-H?
Yes.
I apologize, I will adjust that.
Anybody have anything else? I believe we get a roll call vote, correct?
We could just do all aye, there's no money involved.
Correct? All in favor?
Wait till we get a motion in a second.
Not yet, we do need a motion.
Okay. Can we please have a motion in a second?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Item 5, communications, letter A, new business, consideration and approval of a motion to approve professional services agreement with Zabinski Consultant Services Incorporated, one-year term, May 1st, 2023 to April 30th, 2024. Do I have a motion and a second to discuss?
Second.
Can we just, for the record, just please, of the increase
Sure.
related to this approved agreement?
I have the agreement. Absolutely. Give me one moment.
It went from 1,500 a month to
Can you
2,000.
be louder, please?
It went from 1,500 a month to 2,000.
A $500 per month increase.
Thank you.
Have one question. On the back page, it talks about word processing. What's your definition of word processing?
Oh, if I have to type up any formal report that's not a standard, like if you ask me to rewrite your personnel policy, that's word processing. Yeah.
What about, like, we asked you prepare the memo that showed the comparison between what the rates would be in the Delaware collection?
That's not additional. That's
Okay.
part of
Just
my,
wanted to
yeah.
make sure.
It's if you come to me and it's something outside my, like I don't do HR for you, and now you ask me to do something related to HR.
Okay,
Um,
just want to be sure.
Yeah, you asked me to take an agreement we had that was in PDF, and you needed me to convert it to a Word document.
Okay, just want to be sure.
Any other questions? Yes.
Well, yeah, I do. So word processing, anything out of the scope of your work? So meaning that if it's a document that is sent to you, that's a Word document, of what will be charged to convert it?
It's not, like you said,
Because I just.
yeah, this has been in every one of my contracts since I started, and I've never, ever charged anything extra, just.
Okay.
It's just something to protect me so that if you ever brought me a 500-page document that you wanted me to retype because you can't find the original,
Okay.
yeah, or, it's not I would never charge you extra without coming to you and say, by the way, this is going to be extra, first and foremost.
Okay.
So I've never charged anything extra to the agency since I started.
Okay.
Okay? But if you were to come to me with a personnel policy, some type of water thing that you guys had in a binder and you needed it retyped because the binder
Oh, no, we
got
wouldn't do that.
damaged.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, we
So
wouldn't.
no.
I just wanted to
Okay.
make
Yeah.
sure that wasn't for any of the
No,
other.
no, no,
Okay.
no, no,
Okay,
no,
so
none
no, we
of,
wouldn't do
none of,
that.
like
Okay.
these memos I type every month now, and yeah, none of, if I present you a report or proposal and I type up, that's not what's included, no.
And as mentioned, you said you're going to let us know if there was something
Yeah, if there
that
was
going
something
to-
extra, I would tell you. I would let the superintendent know, by the way, this is not included in my contract before, and I get him to sign off on that, yeah, okay, that's fine.
Okay, in relation to that, Superintendent, the mayors would need notice prior, okay? Anything dealing with personnel, HR, that matter, it falls under you. It does not fall under the accountant, okay? Just so you know. Thank you.
Any other questions?
No.
We have a motion and a second. Can I get a roll call?
Right? Okay. Mayor Rubel,
Yes.
Mr. Marzano,
Yes.
Ms. Rossbach, Ms. Jones.
Yes.
Item B under 5, old business, status report on the expansion of agency water reservoir capacity at 10th Avenue Pumping Station site and 1 million gallon water reservoir project financing from water revenue bonds and refunding of IEPA loan.
This is just a status quo rollover. We're not ready to, discuss the project or move forward. Just keep it on the agenda as a reminder when we get closer to a better financial kind of, what would you say, financial market, and a financial setting, we'll come back with that opportunity to move forward with the project.
Understood. Item 2, consideration and approval of finance report as of June 22nd, 2023, and check detail report for the period of May, Wesley, do we have a date in May, or just,
It's June 1st, because our meeting was May 31st,
okay?
so it's June 1st to June 22nd.
June 1st to June 22nd, 2023, in the amount of, do we have that number?
No, because it wasn't on the attachments.
Can you put that on?
Do you want me to defer, move on to the next?
Move on to the next, yeah.
Okay. I'll move on to number 3. We'll defer number 2, status report on issuance of RFP for updated contractor lists for on-call routine and emergency water system repair services.
Yes, I'm getting ready for that. I just want to clarify something, because I'm, at the last meeting, the board directed to get proposals to do the work for Kyler Avenue, not Kyler, for the meter vault there at.
Yes.
And I just want to clarify that this RFP that we're doing, and the previous one was for emergency and for non-emergency. So it was kind of like, when we had issues like this, we could just go to one of the contractors on there.
Yes.
If that's something different, the agency wants to bid all that smaller stuff out, then we can just gear the RFP for emergency services only for repairs, or if you want to still have that option so that they could just.
Well, I was under the impression that it was for both on-call as well as,
Yes, but at the last meeting, they wanted to get proposals for the repairs.
Correct.
There. So not go to the on-call list for that. So I'm just trying to get a little clarification so that I can put that into the documents to make sure.
understood. I can confer with Mayor Thompson.
Okay.
Again, for those unaware, this is my second meeting.
I understand. I know that. I was hoping
And
she
I'm
was here to
aware,
have discussion.
I was aware of the process of moving this forward
Yes.
back from last year
Yes.
as the
Yes.
situation that occurred at 10th Avenue. But my understanding was going to be both for on-call and routine. I'm
Okay.
sorry, on-call and routine and emergency,
Mhm.
just based on the fact that when we were going through a list, a routine could still require somebody to come out in between meetings, and I believe it
Yes.
wouldn't have gone out, on every case, I guess.
Okay,
Correct, Wesley? I mean, there are certain circumstances that would be a routine matter that would still, you'd still utilize a list, correct? You wouldn't
Okay.
necessarily need to
Okay.
come to the board. It wouldn't be an emergency repair. However, you wouldn't go out to bid specifically on a specific job if there were certain things that were.
Okay, all right, I just wanted to.
That's my
clarify.
understanding, but
Okay.
I'll clarify with Mayor
Yes.
Thompson, her intent or the intent of the previous group.
I'll give her a call too, yes. Okay, all right, thank you.
Item 4, status report on City of Chicago water rate increase as of June 1st, 2023.
Chair, I've provided a updated memo and an updated ordinance approving an updated schedule that deals with the adjustments to the water rates. As you recall, last month we made the first step of adjustments to the water rates to deal with the general per thousand gallon water charge to our contract customers, which are our hospital customers, and then the charter customers, which are the two villages. This next ordinance keeps in place that increase that we implemented last month, but also adds the additional charges where there's an adjustment to the water transmission line replacement maintenance fund, which is going to be $1.01 per thousand gallons for our charter customers, an increase, and then an increase for our contract customers of $1.04 per thousand gallon. And then we also are reflecting the overall increased rate in section 3A, which is, it's going to be $6.63 per thousand gallon for each of the charter customers, and an $8.07 increase, or an $8.07 charge per thousand gallon for the contract customers. So we have these 3 tiers of charges. You know, the full maximum rate being charged, you know, the charter customer $6.63 and the contract customer $8.07 per thousand gallon. That within that increased rate is the $1.01 and $1.04 amount that we're peeling off and putting into the water transmission fund, and then we're also peeling off part of that 26 cents. Both for charter customers and contract customers, is going to be peeled off into what's called it's a new enterprise fund. We're calling it the water storage and debt charge and related, fund, and that's going to be used to help build up a reserve that's going to be used to pay for that water tank expansion that we've discussed under old business number 1. So that's kind of the intent.
I just want to clarify that the increase to the transmission main is only 66 cents. So right now, we currently have a 35 and a 38 cent transmission main reserve charge that's already in place. We're increasing it from that 35 and 38 to $1.01 and $1.04. So it's 66 cents for that, 26 cents for the water storage maintenance and debt service fund, and then we're not changing from the 30 cents we put into effect last month. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
A lot of moving parts, but they're all reflected in the ordinance.
Understood. I'll read the entire ordinance heading then. Consideration and approval of an ordinance number 2023-03, an ordinance approving certain updates to a schedule of water system regulations, water rates, and service rates, a water system tap-on fee, administrative service fees and charges, Freedom of Information Act fees, and personnel regulations for the Broadview Westchester Joint Water Agency for the Broadview Westchester Joint Water Agency. Amendments to Section 3, water rates and service charges and fees, and Section 9, finance matters, to increase the water rates in response to the City of Chicago 2023 water rate increase, with cover memo dated June 16th, 2023, from Agency Attorney Michael Jerusik of Kleinthorpe Jenkins Limited. Do I have a motion and a second? Motion by Peters, second by Ms. Jones. Have a roll call?
Second was Jones?
Yes,
Thank you.
correct.
Roll call?
Yes, please.
Mayor Rebo?
Yes.
Mr. Marzano?
Yes.
Ms. Rusback? Ms. Jones?
Yes.
Item 6, superintendent report, or are we ready
Yes.
for
Yeah.
item 2? I'll reread it. Consideration and approval of finance report as of June 22nd, 2023, and check detail report for the period of June 1st to June 22nd, 2023, in the amount of
$652,680.20. Checks numbers 17071 through 17095. And I will forward this to the board this evening.
Thank you. Any discussion on the items presented?
Is there anything on the bills list we should be checking out? Or be aware of?
The bills are standard bills. Brookfield North Riverside, Cintas, the secretary, the attorney. Subsequent, there's a debt service payment. So we receive, so just for clarifying so people understand, so we get all the bills as of Friday. Anything we get as of Friday, we put into our board report. Anything we get after Friday, we pay with a date of tomorrow, and then they go into next month's. In that one that goes into next month's is a debt service payment to the IEPA. So that's the only thing that, but it's not, everything that's paid in the 600,000 is City of Chicago and our standard bill list. There's nothing exceptional in there.
Is there any way you can forward that now? For us to look at it before we sign these?
I'm trying to figure out how to do that from my phone,
Okay,
because it's in SharePoint, and
Okay.
I'm still learning SharePoint.
okay, thank you. Sorry, Mayor.
No, please. Understand. Do you want to postpone the vote? Would you like to look at the checks? Or
I'm
postpone
willing
the vote?
to hand you my phone.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'll look at them after we're done, yeah.
Did you want to postpone the vote, though? Would you like? I can do
No.
that.
Because we can't hold up our bills.
No, I
But I
understand.
just want to, so that we get that
Mhm.
immediately, so then I'm able to report to
Absolutely.
Mayor Thompson.
Absolutely.
I need a motion and a second.
So moved.
Second.
Mayor Rebo,
Yes.
Mr. Mazzano,
Yes.
Ms. Rossbach,
Yes.
Ms. Jones.
Yes.
Item 6, superintendent report.
Good afternoon. The water operator position, it has been posted on the agency's website, the Village of Broadview, Village of Westchester's website, as well as the Illinois section of the AWWA and Indeed. Currently, I'm working with the engineer to get quotes for the repair work at the Kyler Station and for the Austin Vault. They'll be presented to the board at the next board meeting. Excuse me. The agency completed a total of 23 Julie locates along with daily maintenance, and the station pumped 127,588,000 gallons of water. That concludes my report.
I just have one question about the operator. Have there been any, if you can share, if there's been any movement
None
on
so
it?
far.
None at all?
No, none so far.
Do you happen to know, I know that this is the second round of placing the ad, correct? Just so,
Yes.
and have you determined if there's some reason that we're not getting anything? Is it the salary? Is it the, is there some?
The first round, we had 33 candidates.
Yes.
And then when I reached back out to them, they were no longer interested. And the second round, it's been out not even a full week yet. Kind of got delayed.
Oh, I'm sorry, 1 week?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
thought this was since our last meeting, there was
No.
posting. Okay. So 33 candidates. I believe last time you also said that there were, a majority of them didn't have a water
No,
operator's
right, no.
license?
No certifications, but the only thing that was changed in the description was you got up to 12 months to get the certification.
So in a sense, the qualifications have been a little bit reduced to allow more
Yes.
people to apply.
Yes.
Do you believe there's any reasoning to reach out to those 33 to advise them that the requirements have changed? Do you believe that's a possibility?
Well.
Or any of those
because
candidates have any history in water?
The first round, we had in there 6 months to get the qualification, but
Oh.
I just,
Okay,
made it a year.
understood. That's the only question I had, was regarding the employment. If anyone has any questions?
I want to say, can we just follow up with them? I agree with Mayor. Can we just follow up? Because it could be that, although it's been 6 months that has passed, of where the time would start once you do the hiring. So of where that clock starts all over again. So it will start at 12 months. So just to give them the opportunity just to reach out to see if they still, inquiring, they want to interview for us, to just give them that option.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Superintendent.
Anyone else have any questions? Anything else, Wesley?
No.
Okay.
Right.
Item 7, closed meeting. Do we have any,
I do not have anything for the board.
anyone here have anything? Item 8, adjournment. Do I have a motion and a second to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned. It is 5:22.